Sports at 4:05 brings you to the top of the second inning here in St. David. Some technical difficulties, and then this game starting 6 minutes early ended up causing extra technical difficulties, but we are live here at the home of the Tigers on the softball field as it is 0-0 as we head to the top of the second inning, as the Mogollon Mustangs in the 1A East are here to take on the St. David Tigers in the 1A South. How did we get here? Oh, thanks so much, Coach. I appreciate it. How the heck did we get here is the question. Mogollon ended up beating Baghdad by 10 runs, 18-8 in their first round playoff game to get here. Meanwhile, St. David Tigers, we were here for their first round playoff game as they mercy ran San Manuel 10-0 in a 10-run win. 0-0 after one. There has been a 2-out single, and that is a shot that goes right through the legs of the St. David second baseman. So the leadoff hitter for Mogollon here in the top of the second, Katie Porter, is aboard with no outs. In a game brought to you by and powered by SSVEC. It is the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Thank you to our sponsors, the MORSE Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Berean Academy, Stan Greer Millworks, the Doggo Lotto, Grasshopper Landscaping as the pop up in the air. First baseman goes into foul territory, makes the catch, one down, runner holds on first. Grasshopper Landscaping, Aloe Fiber, Sierra Toyota, Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Sonic of Sierra Vista on East Fry Boulevard, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, and La Sierra Grill. A shot goes over to the first baseman who decides to throw over to second, just not in time. Runners on first and second with only one out here in the top of the second. As number 17, Heidi Porter, a freshman from Mogollon High School, the Mustangs, steps into the batter's box. The Mustangs finished 500 on their season, 15-15. But again, Mercy ruled Baghdad 18-8 to get here to this second round playoff game here in the AIA softball tournament. One of these teams could be the state champion. If you're watching us from the Mogollon area, make sure you leave us some love in the live chat. Root on your Mogollon Mustangs as a called strike. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike to Heidi Porter. The wind up and the pitch from Paisley Gooding. Pitched a one-hitter. The last time that we saw her, that ball goes out of play on the first base side. So we'll reload. Looks like it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. As Paisley, the powerhouse pitcher, the birthday girl on Friday when we were here, calling that game. Watches that go high for ball 4. The bases are loaded. Again, Mogollon in their last game scored 18 runs. We know how powerful their bats are. And as Taylor Tenney, a freshman for Mogollon, steps up to the plate, the bases are juiced with only 1 down. Called strike. And by the way, it's Jeff Davenport the call. Julian Durant hanging out with me, man. This is pretty cool. Glad you're working with me today. Always great to work with everybody around the horn on the Cool F Empire. And Cody back in the studio giving you the replays, giving you the graphics, and all the fun stuff there. And don't forget about all of the exciting games that are going to be coming up over the next couple of days. That's a swinging strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded for Mogollon. We're going to be heading to Phoenix on Friday to cover some of the 2A baseball playoff games. That is a shot that goes into left field. The first run of the game will go to Mogollon, and they will send another runner around. She will get caught in a pickle. So Kiera Porter will end up scoring on the drop ball by St. David. There's still 1 out. 2 are aboard, and 2 are across home plate for Mogollon. It's 2-0. Mustangs in the lead. So some miscommunication in the field will bring the assistant coach out to talk to the ladies and try to reassemble the defense, because that 2-run lead is seemingly just the start for Mogollon. Their bats will put balls in play. They will not get as many strikeouts as they saw versus San Manuel in that game last week. Will the St. David Tigers. But again, it is the 1A East meeting the 1A South here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. So glad you're joining us today. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in here, emanating from our YouTube channel. Hey, don't forget to follow Cool FM on the YouTube channel. I know you follow us on the Facebook page, possibly Instagram, but YouTube is a great place to find us as well. All these games will ultimately get deleted off of Facebook, and so we make sure that we transfer them to the YouTube page. So you can go back and watch these games. Make sure you tag your friends and family and let them know this is the place to see playoff baseball. Beautiful fastball called strike. Mogollon wearing their white jerseys outlined with red stirrups as that ball goes foul, goes up against the backstop. And the red on the collar, St. David wearing their blue and gold, the navy and gold. Two-strike count, and that goes high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runners on first and second. Trying to paint the picture for you here today in St. David. And that is popped on the foul side, will go off of the dugout of Mogollon. 76 degrees, feels even warmer out here on the field. Feels like it's in the low to mid 80s, as a matter of fact. The sun is beating down, and so the players do not want to be in the field for as long as they have been in this top half of the second inning. That pitch goes high, it's 2-2, evens the count. It's already 2-0 Mogollon as they put 2 across on a base hit and an error. And now, after being ahead in the count 0-2, it is a full count. And that goes low for ball 4. Once again, the bases are loaded for Mogollon. That brings up Taylor Reedhead. Reedhead or Ridehead? I imagine it's Reedhead. A sophomore in the left-hand side of the batter's box. Watch a strike 1 go by. Paisley does have good control and command of her pitches. Even the ball 4 pitches that she's thrown are not way out of the zone. They're very close. And like I said, that looked like a very close pitch. That was called a ball. Obviously, the home plate umpire has a better view of it than we do. There are 3 umpires here, 1 behind the plate and 2 in the field. Glad to see an extra field umpire as that ball is hit high and deep. Going over the head of the center fielder, it will land. And that will score at least 2 more as the ball gets thrown in. And so it is a 2 RBI single, and Mogollon is up ahead 4-0 here in the top of the second. So that ball went over the head of the center fielder. She did not gauge it correctly to be able to see where it was going to land. The sun is not in her face. The sun is technically in the face of like the first base side, the home plate side, as it's setting to our left behind third base. I mean, if you can call it setting in early May at 4:15 in the afternoon, but we're in the top of the second, and the bats are alive for the Mustangs. Remember, they put up 18 runs the last time that they were on a softball field. They've got 4 in the top of the second here at St. David. Swing and a miss by number 8, Autumn Jones, for Mogollon, with runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. So a 2-strike count once again. Paisley ahead in the count. And they slap that. It's coming our way. It's actually going to stay in bounds. It does, just barely. Great job by Peyton McWhorter, the third baseman, to find the fence in front of the St. David dugout and get that second out, a crucial second out. As that brings up Ava Plant-Holt, the senior. The senior. And we believe we're back. We apologize again. A lot of interference here. We apologize for the cutout. We do have a runner on first, a 1-2 count to Paisley Gooding, who swings and fouls the ball back to the backstop. The 2-strike count, fouled back, Paisley not giving up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, 1 on. And Paisley is hanging in there. The strikes are coming across the plate, but she's getting enough of the bat on it to foul it away. She is fighting inside the batter's box right now. Because at the moment, St. David can't get all 4 runs back with 1 swing, but a few swings put together with 1 down in the bottom of the second can get them to where they want to be. As she watches that go outside, the count runs full. Good patience by Paisley. Now you're hearing the chatter from the St. David dugout. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Paisley down on strikes. That's 2 down. As third baseman Peyton McWhorter, number 13, comes to the plate. Tough start for the Tigers here. They're down 4-0. We're in the bottom of the second. There's 2 down and 1 on. Showing bunt, lays it down, but it goes foul. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors that are all in the post description and that Cody is flashing up on the screen. Back in the studio. Wind up in the pitch, and the bunt does go down this time. Trying to run it out. The third baseman overthrows first base. They are going to run around, and they will send the runner home. She will stop. No! She'll try to get back. 2 runners are standing on third base. And tagged out. Just when the Tigers looked like the prowl was about to start pouncing, they unfortunately are knocked out. So they leave technically 1 on. Tag out was at third. But we're going to see what the defense can do. Can the defense recover and make sure that they don't give up any more runs? It is the team that is out on the field right now. It is not the coaches with them. It is the girls talking to themselves, to pump themselves up. They don't need one of their coaches to be able to do that for them. But thank you so much to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them at SouthernArizona.shs.com or call the number in the post description. Thank you to Jeff Rose and his team out at Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to DesertRVCenter.com. Thank you to Berean Academy in Sierra Vista. They're having their science nights tomorrow night, Thursday night, and they're a proud supporter of all our local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. It's Berean Academy in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeast Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years. Offices in Tucson and south of Sierra Vista in Hereford on Highway 92. Discover more at StanGreerMillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. We head to the top of the third. Mogollon leads 4-0 as number 4, Katie Porter, steps into the batter's box, watches the called strike thrown by number 3, Paisley Gooding. Strike 2. Wow, called strike in a spot that they haven't seemed to call over the course of this game, but it is 0-2. Paisley ahead in the count. The windup. That's slapped on the ground to the shortstop. Big throw over to first base in time. Beautiful throw to first. Great job by Emmeline Jaquez making that throw to first base. bring up Maya Stevens, the freshman. These Mustangs swinging on the first pitch, goes back to Paisley, throws over to first, 2 down. This Mustangs team is young, a lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen that I'm seeing on the Max Preps depth chart. So these are the players that St. David is going to have to be facing over the course of the next few seasons. Swing and a miss by Kiera Porter, a freshman. Number 14 in the batter's box for Mogollon, and she watches strike 2 go by. Paisley Gooding starting to hit her mark, to hit her stride here in the top of the third when her team needs it the most. And that is a swing and a miss. That strikeout powered by SSVEC. 3 up, 3 down. The talk that the defense had just among themselves was enough. And now all of the coaching staff comes out to chat with these young ladies to inspire them, to get the bats moving in the bottom half of the third because they are down by 4. We'll see how they respond in the bottom of the third as we thank our sponsors, the Doggo Lotto, the #1 shelter dog game show in the world. Fetch your lucky numbers for free. Actually, this week, it's a Red Alert edition, so fetch your lucky number and make sure that you are ready to go and win the Doggo Lotto this Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. Allo Fiber, your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota. Right now, Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, serving the community for over 4.5 decades with the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches on Frontage Road. Proud to support our live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live. And thank you to Sonic Sierra Vista. Hey, Sonic, this weekend will have, I think on Mother's Day, they'll have half-off shakes, not free shakes, but half-off shakes in honor of Mother's Day for everybody who stops by. Stop by Sonic on East Fry Boulevard for your half-off shake this Sunday. Piper Merrill leads off the bottom of the fourth as Emmeline Jaquez, the 1-slot hitter, is in the on-deck circle. That pitch goes high, 2-0. Taylor Reedhead, the pitcher from Mogollon, is a sophomore. To put that in perspective, this is exactly who St. David has to face and will be facing for the next couple of years. A 3-0 count. A great eye by Piper. And watches that one go across for ball 4. 4 pitches equals 1 walk. The free trip to first for Piper puts the leadoff runner on. And now brings up Emmeline Jaquez. The incredible Jaquez family. So talented. Sports running through their blood here at St. David. As that is the 5th ball in a row and a great ball to steal second on. Piper's in scoring position for St. David. And Emmeline has a 1-0 count. Taylor for Mogollon with the windup in the pitch. And that goes inside. 6 straight balls to start the bottom of the third.
6 balls, 6 balls, 6 balls, 6 balls.
And that's 7. And the ball gets past the catcher. Piper will advance to third. So the first run for St. David is 60 feet away, as it is a 3-0 count. Will she have the green light to swing on 3-0? I think she had it. She was cocked and loaded, but that is 8 straight balls, and most of them were not even close. The coaching staff for Mogollon comes out to have a chat with their sophomore pitcher, Taylor Reedhead, as St. David will have runners on the corners. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We'll keep going through them. Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10+ years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of local sports programs and these student athletes. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty. Proud to support our athletes all season long. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Flush like an eagle from family-owned and trusted Eagle Plumbing. Everything from leaks to major repairs, they're just one call away. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital with locations in Douglas, in Bisbee, and in Hereford, Palominas. And thank you to La Sierra Grill. Now open for lunch specials 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Check out La Sierra Grill Steakhouse.net, where flavor lives. In a game powered by SSVEC, there are no outs here in the bottom of the third. Runners are on the corners. The Tigers are on the prowl as Emma Hart is up to bat. She watches. That's the first strike. Runner goes to second, so a base hit will cut the lead in half, in theory. Taylor Reed had calmed down to get the first strike out of 9 pitches that she's thrown here in the bottom of the third. And that one will get past the catcher. Piper will score easily and will also push Emlyn ahead to third. St. David gets their first run of the game off of a wild pitch. It's 4-1. As number 1, Emma Hart continues her at-bat. It should be 1 ball, 1 strike. Yes, it is. Now that's reflected on the scoreboard. She pops it high up in the air. Where's it going to land? And will they tag? The ball gets past the center fielder. No need to tag. Evelyn comes in and will tie this game as Emma ends up rounding second on the overthrow home. An error in the outfield ends up scoring the second run for St. David. It's 4-2. And Austin Hatch, number 18, is ready to keep this inning going with no outs. Oh, she popped it up in the air. Is that staying in the territory, in foul territory? It is. It's caught. 1 down. Emma returns to second. So swinging on that first pitch breaking ball. That'll bring up Jasmine Wise.
Here we go, Jasmine, right here, Kate! We missed you, we're running out of this, you come on.
As that gets fouled right in front of us, just underneath the arm of Yogi Wilson. The head coach for these St. David Tigers. Always enjoy chatting with that man. He's forgotten more about softball than I will ever know. An absolute guru when it comes to coaching, and just continues coaching excellence. As the St. David Tigers have 1 out here in the bottom of the third. As a called strike makes it 0-2 to Jasmine Wise. Emma Hart on second base. 1 down. Hanging in there. You know, that changeup pitch that Taylor is throwing seems to be throwing off the timing of the St. David hitters, obviously until this inning. They're getting the bat on the ball a little bit more often, at least getting it in play. And that goes inside. Good eye. Don't forget, coming up Friday, Saturday, all the games will be emanating from the Cool FM Live YouTube channel. The high school baseball games from Phoenix, actually Goodyear, that is fouled out of play. Good hustle by Mogollon first baseman Autumn Jones as she went over to try to get that ball. We saw St. David catch a foul ball right up against their dugout last inning. These girls are hustlers out here today. And the swing and a miss. A big strikeout and a big second out off the arm of Taylor for Mogollon. Frustration for Jasmine as she comes back into the dugout.
Watch it all the way in, Camber!
Camber Huckus with 2 outs and a runner on second. And that is a fastball that goes foul. Not able to get around on it quick enough, but
Watch it all the way in!
it is going to be a battle for the Tigers today. In the heat, the elements, and this Mogollon Mustangs team. As that goes outside, boy, the other team thought that they had a strike. The catcher for Mogollon really trying to frame that pitch. No ABS system here. It is all the eyes of the umpiring crew. 6 eyes, 3 umpires in this game. And that is popped up in foul territory. First baseman goes over, and that does stay in bounds. Or I guess within the fence line, I should say. The Camber's in the hole now. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down and a runner on second. And that goes low. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on second. As number 17, Camber Huckus awaits the 2-2 pitch from Taylor Reedhead. Gets a piece of it, rifles it right into the glove of the first baseman, Autumn Jones, who picks it up and tags first base for the 3rd out. St. David will strand one, but not before they get 2 across the board, cutting the lead in half. Now it's up to the defense to do what they did in the top half of the 3rd and make sure it's a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. In the meantime, we are so glad that you are joining us for this game. Mogollon at St. David, 1A East at 1A South, powered by SSVEC. Just getting an update right now that Douglas is down 2-0 against Crimson in the 3rd. Or Crisman? Who are they playing? What team is that? You know that team? It's got to be a Phoenix team, I would assume, or somewhere in the Valley. Crimson. That's what it says from Dan. So, nonetheless, thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible, like our good friends at MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and all of Cochise County are backed by MORSE. If you watched the Vehicle of the Week segments, we ended up seeing a beautiful Yukon Denali at the Chevy GMC store on Fry Boulevard. And if you are in the market for a very high-end, luxurious ride that looks great and rides amazing, then you need to stop by and check out that vehicle at the MORSE Automotive Group. We are all backed by MORSE. Thank you to ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union, where your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. First pitch from Paisley is high, ball 1. To number 17, Heidi Porter. And that is a called ball, 2-0. This umpire, boy, again, these pitches from Paisley, they're all close. They're all right there in the right zone. And that's a strike, and it's even lower than the previous pitch. You can even see the smile on the face of Heidi as she turns toward her head coach, the third base coach. That's a slow dribbler to Paisley. Underhand toss, gets the out. 1 down. Taylor Tenney, the freshman, up to bat for Mogollon. With 1 down here in the top of the 4th. That's called ball. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. Coming in quick, but tailing at the end. Pops him up, and that will go out of play. So a 2-strike pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming to number 7, Taylor Tenney. Again, if you're watching us from the Mogollon area, by all means, we would love for you to follow this page, follow this channel. the Cool FM Live Empire, or the Cool F Empire. That is, whoa, beautiful pickup by the shortstop, rifling it over to first base. Evelyn Hawkins with the Golden Glove, going right over the top of the second base bag, scooping, throwing. 2 up, 2 down. I believe this is number 3, Riley Mosley, coming up to bat for Mogollon. That ball slips underneath Austin Hatch, the catcher, but nobody on. So the senior, Riley Mosley for Mogollon, gets a chopper back to the pitcher. Another 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down in the third, 3 up, 3 down in the fourth. And that will take us to the bottom of the fourth. In a game powered by SSVEC and sponsored by TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever, you can stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC, where they've pioneered a visionary approach, not pioneered a visionary. It's pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Thank you to Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional. We could use some of that heating and cooling right here. Here, let me stand behind Julian and get the umbrella over the top of him. That way he can stay cool. He's putting his hand up to try to keep the phone from overheating. Thank you to Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations at Southern Arizona SHS.com. Desert RV in Huachuca City. Hey, if you're in the market for a fifth wheel travel trailer, an RV, visit desertrvcenter.com or stop by their location in Huachuca City. Thank you to Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, where you can pass on a legacy at stangreermillworks.com and make sure you have the best custom doors and windows that your home will ever have. My home has custom doors and windows from Stan Greer Millworks. Yours should too. And thank you to the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. It's a Red Alert Monday coming up this Monday. Make sure you tune in. Fetch your lucky numbers at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Taylor Reed head stays on the mound for Mogollon. Mira Judd swings at the first pitch. Shortstop goes back into left field, shallow left field. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Paisley Gooding will step into the batter's box next. Got to get runners aboard. We are in the 4th inning. It is 4-2. Mogollon over St. David. Called strike on changeup. And be ready to stay tuned to all the action this coming weekend, Friday and Saturday, all the games that are going on across the valley. And that is popped up right behind the catcher in just the right spot. And just like that, 2 up, 2 down. Peyton McWhorter, the third baseman, now steps into the batter's box with 2 outs. Shows bunt, ball bounces in front of her. She pulls back. 1-0 to Peyton. I'm grateful for all of our sports sponsors, and you know what? It's not too late for you to be a sports sponsor. If you want to, maybe you own a business. Let's say this. Maybe you own a business in the town that one of these teams is in the playoffs with, and you would like to support that team. The best way to do it is via a Cool FM sports sponsorship package that you can get in touch with Todd Ryan and Dan the man, Dan Powers. They'll get you all the details to make sure that you are ready to support your team the best way possible, and that is through the Cool FM live stream coverage that we bring you here each and every day. As many games as we possibly can. There will be a lot of games this weekend that we will get to. That pitch goes inside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Peyton. With 2 down, bases empty. The wind-up, the pitch. She watches it go outside for ball 4. A 2-out walk puts Peyton on board and will bring up Piper. Piper ended up starting that rally in the bottom of the 3rd. Can she start another rally with 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th? That ball goes outside, 1-0. Peyton slides back into first base on the sharp throw down by the catcher.
Here we go, ladies! Fire it up!
Hey, leave some love in the live chat for Julian. Julian's doing a great job with the camera work here, keeping the phone from overheating. I need to grab one of my cell phone coolers. Okay, so bunting and covering first base, the ball gets by. They will run them ahead to second and third. No! Will she get safe? She slides underneath the tag. She's safe, and then a run, rounds third, and gets in to score. On the low tag and the wait for the call out, St. David scores another run as Peyton rounds third, touches home base. It is 4-3 with a tying run in scoring position as Emmeline Jaquez will step into the batter's box with 2 outs. Oh, that breeze feels nice right now. It's blowing in from right field. And that ball will get into left field. They will wave. Piper around home. She slides in. Tie game. And that ball will go all the way past into center field. And guess what? St. David takes the lead. 5-4 on the fielding error. The Tigers are on the prowl with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Fire it up, ladies!
It says bottom of the 5th on the... Is it the bottom of the 5th or is it bottom of the 4th? I thought it was the 4th inning, but it looks like they're putting it up in the 5th inning. It is, okay, it's bottom of the 4th. I thought I was wrong for a second. Thank you. It is the bottom of the 4th. The scoreboard not inerrant, but that's all right. They do a great job here keeping track of everything, but the bases are completely empty for Emma Hart to keep this 2-out drive going, and it all started with a 2-out walk. So, 2 down. It is the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-4 Tigers. That was off the fist of the bat, and Taylor catches it, throws it down in anger and frustration as St. David gets 3 across, 2 of them on fielding errors, but that gives them the 5-4 lead. We have finished 4. Time to head to the top of the 5th. In this game, brought to you by Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. We love the Trejo family and team at Grasshopper Landscaping, serving most of Cochise County, including right here in St. David, of course, all across Sierra Vista and the greater Sierra Vista area as well. Visit them on Facebook or Google, Grasshopper Landscaping. Remember, they also do pool maintenance, so if you need swimming pool maintenance with these warm temperatures like this, you definitely want to make sure that you are out swimming away, enjoying a summer swim season here in the springtime. You need the pool maintenance experts from Grasshopper Landscaping. Thank you to Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Become a fiber fan today, now available in Sierra Vista. Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard, locally owned, community driven. Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. Great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. They had their big give back, their employee give back event was last week. I don't know what the total was that they raised, but every dollar that day went to their hourly employees. Fantastic job that Chip and the team do there at Vinny's Pizza. Hey, Sonic, this weekend, Sonic will have half-off shakes for Mother's Day. I think it's just Mother's Day Sunday. I don't know if it's Mother's Day weekend. I'll have to double check on that. Let me see here. I know Todd texted me the details, so let me take a peek here. In honor of Mom, yep, for everyone, on Mother's Day, it's half-price shakes at Sonic on Sunday, on Mother's Day Sunday. Don't forget, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
They see it. Know where we're going.
Swinging to second base, grounder, pick up, put out, one down. Thank you again to Julian, operating the camera, Cody back in the studio. Swing and a miss by Autumn Jones, number 8, the first baseman for this Mogollon team. And a check swing, pop fly, being raced down. Great hustle by Jasmine Wise on first base. The 0-2 gets fouled away. That makes me glad I parked far away. Watching foul balls like that go right up over the backstop. I believe it was at this field where we saw a windshield that got completely wrecked from a foul ball. That hit ground. I could hear it from here. It did not shatter anything on that foul ball, but again, an 0-2 count.
They see it.
And that is going to drop in. No, the center fielder comes running in to make the catch. 2 down.
There you go.
The defense stepping up.
Do it again. Let's go, Eddie.
Number 15, Ava Plantholt, senior, for the Mustangs, who went 15-15. They beat Baghdad 18-8 to get into this game, where the 18-3 Tigers beat San Manuel 10-0 last week to host this second round playoff game. You are watching the 1A East versus the 1A South here on the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Jeff Davenport, Julian Duran, hanging out with you. And that gets slapped into center field. That one will drop for a base hit. Good job by the center fielder to cut it off on one hop, throw it back in. So a 2-out single will now bring up Katie Porter, the junior, for the Mustangs.
Know where we're going. Catch first. Right this throw.
You can see the focus by this team in the defense that they are playing. That's a slow grounder. Is there enough time to make the throw over to first? There is. So it's not 3 up, 3 down, but we have finished the top of the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 1 hit, but no runs. St. David Tigers still lead 5-4 in a game brought to you by Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10+ years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of the award-winning Cool FM Sports. Thank you to my good friend Sherry Ethel and the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. Hey, if you're in the market to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing. You can flush like an eagle with Bobby and the entire Bausinger family and team, providing expert service in Cochise County for over half a century. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital all across Cochise County, in Douglas, in Bisbee, in Hereford, Palominas. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. And thank you to La Sierra Grill, where flavor lives, out in Hereford. Now open for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. Visit LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net. In a game powered by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, it is 5-4 Tigers. As we start the top of the 5th inning, with Austin Hatch leading off, and she pops it up. Is that going to drop in? No! Beautiful play by the right fielder, coming all the way in from deep right to make the catch. One pitch, one down. Jasmine Wise up to bat next with one out. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Shows bunt, kind of slap bunt, goes to third, throws over to first. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Not able to outrun what could have been an infield single. And with 2 down, Camber Hawkes will step up to the plate. And she pops it up on the first pitch as well. 3 pitches in the inning.
4 pop-ups.
And the pop-ups are going crazy here. It is not just a 1-2-3 inning. It is about as perfect of an inning as you can have if you are the Mogollon defense. And now we'll see how the Mogollon offense will answer in the top of the 6th. Thank you so much to the MORSE Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and all of Cochise County, even here in St. David, is backed by MORSE. Thank you to American Southwest Credit Union, where they know that youth sports, high school sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At ASCU, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Thank you to TWN Communications, with high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, pioneering that visionary approach of customer-centric service. Find them online at prestigesierravista.com. They're also the Turf Box sponsor for the one and only Doggo Lotto every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Thank you to Vista Pros. They sponsor one of the ball tubes. I believe ball tube number 1 is sponsored by Vista Pros at Doggo Lotto. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, local, reliable, professional. Thank you, Seniors Helping Seniors, where the seniors are, or the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations at Southern Arizona, SHS.com. Jeff Davenport, Julian Duran, Cody Ethel, here as part of the broadcast team from St. David, where Maya Stevens is at the plate, and on the second pitch, hits it right back to Paisley Gooding, who throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here in the top of the 6th. Number 14 for Mogollon, Kiera Porter, steps into the left side of that batter's box. This game just over 1 hour old, just past the top of the 5 o'clock hour here in St. David. The Tigers lead by 1. And that one goes right back to Paisley as well. 2 grounders to the pitcher, 2 outs. As the head coaches are commiserating with each other. You know, this is great sportsmanship here by the Mogollon coach, going over to Yogi Wilson, having a chat with him. Oh, man. Yeah, putting them over right now. It's good to see that kind of sportsmanship from these amazing The legendary coaches here in this 1A district all across the state of Arizona. You have some really, really good ones here today. It is a great game, a one-run game. Number 17, Heidi Porter at the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down, nobody on. That grounder will go over to Hawkes, is short, throws over to first, and there is 3 up, 3 down for 1, 2, 3, 4 straight innings. Actually, no, it wasn't 3 up, 3 down last inning, but 0 runs coming across the plate. 3 up, 3 down in 3 of the last 4 innings. And St. David's defense has it down on lock. And this is exactly what they need. Now it's time for a little extra insurance on the offensive side. They say 1, 2, 3 sticks, and we'll see if the sticks can come alive.
Hey, good luck, Jasmine.
As Taylor Reedhead continues this pitching effort for her team, the Mogollon Mustangs. Thank you to Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Visit desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to Berean Academy in Sierra Vista. Tomorrow night is their science night. The whole community is invited to enjoy food and snacks and watching live interactive science projects and demonstrations at Berean Academy off of Colombo Avenue in Sierra Vista, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks at stangreermillworks.com. Get the best custom doors and windows for your home or office from Stan Greer Millworks. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show. Fetch your lucky numbers for the Red Alert edition. There will be as many as 9 winners this coming Monday for the Red Alert edition of Doggo Lotto. Over $2,500 in cash and prizes have been given out, and this Monday we'll make it over $3,000 in cash and prizes given out at the Doggo Lotto. Check the post description for all of our sports sponsors, and thank you to Cody Ethel running all of them up on the ticker. Myra Judd has a 1-0 count. Watching ball 1 go by. Swinging at a high pitch, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. St. David leads by 1. They're hoping for a little extra insurance here. Getting some insurance runs before we go to the 7th and final inning. Gets a piece of it, pops it up and drops into right field. A leadoff single for Myra Judd. Now the pitcher, Paisley, will come to the plate. Facing her opponent, Taylor Reedhead. Paisley turns around to bunt, pulls back, and that is called a strike. That pitch looked low from here, but the home plate umpire has a much better view than we do. The wind up and the pitch, and that goes outside. So evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Peyton in the on-deck circle, Paisley at the bat. Another strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes from the arm of number 2, Taylor Reedhead, a fantastic student athlete, a sophomore for this Mogollon Mustangs team. Paisley fouls it back. Catcher catches it off the bounce from the screen behind her. Looking to the umpire. That counts as an out, right? No, it does not. That was very sweet. 1-2 pitch. That goes low. Gets away from the catcher. So Myra advances to second. That extra insurance run in scoring position with a 2-2 count to number 3. The pitcher extraordinaire, Paisley Gooding. Slaps it on the ground to the shortstop. Shortstop looks over, and wild throw takes her off the bag. Paisley is aboard. There's 2 on with no outs for St. David here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, be smart, sis.
Go pitch.
So Peyton McWhorter. Now the coaches are going to talk. Are they sending in a pinch runner? The coaches are calling time. I've never seen the... Oh, they brought in a pinch runner for Paisley. So Paisley is coming back in the dugout. And it is number 11. As Paige Evans is the pinch runner on first, with Myra Judd standing on second. So it's number 11 on first, number 12 on second, and number 13 at the plate, Peyton McWhorter. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, or 11, 12, 13. No outs, 2 on. Peyton shows bunt and lays it down. And the overthrow to third base will score. Myra Judd, it will score. Paige Evans, 2 more come across. As McWhorter dives into third base. 2 extra insurance runs, a runner on third, and no outs. Boy, it took a few innings, but the bats came alive in spurts for St. David. Piper Merrill at the plate with another insurance run 60 feet away. Taylor with the windup and the pitch. That pitch goes high. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, it took a while for that dugout to come alive, and they definitely are now as the pitch goes high, 2-1 to Piper. Good communication by the first base coach and the third base coach. Of course, third base coach Yogi Wilson, the head coach of the St. David team, perennially gets them into the playoffs. That is a foul ball. Evens the count, 2-2. As it's number 2 versus number 2. Deuces are wild. Taylor Reedhead, the pitcher. Piper Merrill, the batter, with 2 balls and 2 strikes, each of them wearing number 2. Oh, just gets a piece of it. The windup and the pitch. The 2-2 goes outside to run the count full. Runner on third, no outs. And that will bounce, gets past the catcher. Another insurance run scores. And Piper gets all the way to second on the hustle play. St. David, that was down 4-0 in the bottom of the third, now leads 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Emmeline Hawkes, the legit leadoff hitter, with a runner in scoring position and no outs, grounds it to second. The pickup, the throw out, 1 down. But the runner does advance. So Piper stands right in front of us on third base as Emma Hart. steps up to the plate. That pitch goes low, goes in the dirt. Not enough room for Piper to head home. We know she's got the wheels to do it, but the ball needs to be a little bit further away from the catcher in order for that to happen. The 1-0 to number 1 becomes 2-0. With 1 down, runner on third, St. David leads 8-4 in a game that was looking really rough early on for the Tigers. And that pitch goes high, 3-0. And an overthrow, third base. Another run will score on a fielding error by Mogollon. It's 9-4, St. David. They led by 1 to start the bottom of the 6th, and now they lead by 5. And that pitch goes outside for ball 4. Emma Hart is aboard. The only base runner stands on first as Austin Hatch, the catcher, number 18 for St. David. We know that she can hit that thing a country mile. But she shows bunt, pops it up, and the catcher does a great job, throws back over to first for the double play. And that will end the inning mercifully for Mogollon on a double play, pop up, put out.
Way to be hustling, Emma. You're right.
But good hustle by the team, and they got a lot of extra insurance runs. We head to the top of the 7th. St. David is 3 outs away from continuing their journey to the state championship. In the 3rd inning, Douglas is down 3-0. I'm sorry, 5th inning now. In the 3rd inning, they were down 2-0. Douglas now down to Crimson 3-0 in the 5th. And we're in the top of the 7th here. As we thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good Block on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Locally owned, community driven. Thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Don't forget this Mother's Day, Sunday, shakes are half price. Not just for moms, for everybody. All of us get to feel the love of Mother's Day from Sonic with half off shakes this Sunday. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, La Sierra Grill, where flavor lives at LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net. Now open for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. The infield will come together to meet inside the circle in a game powered by SSVEC. After a rough start for Paisley, giving up 4 runs in the 2nd, there have been 4 straight goose eggs on the board. 0 in the 3rd, 0 in the 4th, 0 in the 5th, and 0 in the 6th. Taylor Tenney leading off this inning. Number 7 in the top of the 7th. Swings and misses. 0-2 count. And swinging on the breaking pitch. That was filthy. The bottom dropped out of that pitch. 1 down. Riley Mosley on the left-hand side of the batter's box. Swings and misses. The fastball still has some great heat coming off of it. Off the arm of Paisley Gooding. The birthday girl a few days ago, and a breaking pitch so far out in front of it. Even Riley has smiles on her face. She gets a piece of it to hang in there at 0-2. And that breaking pitch, again, she was so far out in front of it as a left-handed batter, it ended up going back to the door where the entrance is to the dugout. A called strike 3. Mogollon down to their final out. St. David, 1 out away from moving ahead to the 3rd round in the 1A state playoffs. Standing in their way was number 2, Taylor Reedhead. She has pitched very well today. Her defensive effort from the rest of her team, giving up a lot of runs on errors. And that is why St. David has that massive 5-run lead here in the top of the 7th. 0-1. That goes in the dirt, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Mustangs still chanting from their dugout. Swing and a miss on the fastball. And Mogollon is down to their final strike.
Right here, Paige, best pitch.
Boy gets out in front of it. The breaking pitch.
Let it out, Paige, lead.
Taylor got a piece of it. So once again, Mogollon down to their last strike. The windup. The pitch from Paisley. Fouled back.
Go get, battle it, ladies.
So Paisley facing the battle. It's real on this field today. That goes in the dirt. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. To number 2, Taylor Reedhead. She fouls that right off the St. David dugout. Chain link.
Right here, ladies.
This game, an hour and a half old. Swing and a miss! And that is the ball game. St. David advances to round 3. They were down until the 4th inning, and then they never looked back. St. David ends up winning 9-4 in a game brought to you by La Sierra Grill, Copper Queen Community Hospital, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Duran Plumbing, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Sierra Toyota, Aloe Fiber, Grasshopper Landscaping, the Doggo Lotto, Stan Greer Millworks, Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Seniors Helping Seniors of Cochise County, Vista Pros, Heating and Cooling, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, TWN Communications, American Southwest Credit Union, the MORSE Automotive Group, and powered by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. This one got off to a rocky start, but the Tigers came through, and they are punching their ticket to round number 3, and they will head to the Valley for the rest of this playoff here on their road to the 1A state championship. We wish Mogollon a safe trip back home. Hey, again, that was a fantastic team, putting up 18 runs in their first round game. Coming up a little bit short here in round number 2. St. David running some laps as they win 9-4. And we wish them luck on the road to round 3. What a great game that we were able to call today. Thank you again to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them all in the post description. We're grateful for each and every one of them. Thank you to Cody Ethel back in the studio with the graphics and the replays and all the fun stuff there. Thank you to Julian Duran I get to call this game with. And I'm Jeff Davenport on behalf of the entire Cool FM Empire and the award-winning Cool FM Sports. We wish you and your family, wherever you are, safe travels today. Remember to stay tuned to Cool FM Live, because coming up on Friday and Saturday, it will be playoff baseball from the Valley, as many of our 2A teams in Cochise County will be getting into their rounds of the playoffs in Goodyear. So be sure to stay tuned to all the latest details here on Cool FM Live. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. St. David punches their ticket to round 3 in a 9-4 win here in St. David. Have a great night, everybody. We'll check in with you again later on.